Hi, today we're going to be looking at healthy snacks for our teeth. So we're going to be looking at what we can make using fresh fruits and fresh vegetables and a little bit of dairy that is going to help our teeth grow nice and strong and is going to continue to protect them. So we need to make sure that we're all ready to do our cooking again. That means our hands are washed, sleeves rolled up, hair tied back, and we've removed any jewellery so that nothing can get into the food that we don't want to. So let's go get started. To make our yoghurt frozen snowmen, we're going to need a base to work on. This is going to help us when we put it into the freezer because it's going to give it a flat surface to sit on. We're going to need a spoon and we're going to need some cake cases. Now in this case I'm using the silicone ones so they're reusable and they're easier to get out of when we take them out of the freezer. However, you can use the paper ones, or if you've got different moulds that you want to use for yours, you can use whatever shape you like. So I'm going to make 4 today, and what we're going to use is we're going to use some unsweetened fat-free yoghurt, and then we're going to use some fresh fruit. So here I've got some blueberries, and then I've also got some raspberries. So here we go. So all we do is we're going to spoon in some yogurt into our cake cases like that. We only want to half fill the cake cases. We don't want them to be very big at all because remember our portion sizes, and these are a healthy snack. So they're not part of a meal. So we're just spooning that in there like that. And then what we can do is just give them a little tap, a little shake, and then that will make sure they're nice and flat. There we go. And so now it's a case of decorating. So I'm using blueberries and raspberries because they're easy to freeze. Some fruits you can't freeze, such as watermelon, strawberries, oranges. That's because of their high water content, so we can't freeze them. There you go, I've made my little face. You can do funny faces if you like, so you can use a very small berry and then a very large berry. You can make smiley faces, you can do whatever you want. And you can also mix them up. So let's use some smaller raspberries here. So I'm going to use raspberries for the eyes for this one. And a blueberry for the nose. I'm going to do the same again on this one. So as you can see, so simple, really quick. Anyone can do this. And then you can literally just pop them in the freezer and they'll be ready to eat in a couple of minutes. So that's our frozen yoghurt snowmen. I'm going to put those in the freezer and then we'll see what they look like when they come out. So here's some I made earlier, and as you can see they come out quite nicely from these cake cases like that. And there you are, you've got your healthy frozen snowman snack. Pretty cool. Okay, so now we're going to move on and we're going to make another healthy snack for our teeth. This time we're going to make some edible trees. So we will need our chopping board for this one. We're going to need a knife. We're going to need some toothpicks, a potato peeler, and a star cookie cutter. Now if you don't have a cookie cutter, don't worry, you can use your knife to cook the shape out instead. So let's move these all out of the way. So what we're going to use is we're going to use a carrot. So that's going to be the base of our tree. That's going to help it stand up. We're going to use cucumber for our actual tree. Now you want your cucumber to be a whole cucumber, and you'll see why in a minute. And then we're going to use some cheese for the star at the top. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is make our base. So we're just going to cut, try and use the wide end, that gives your base a bigger stand-in. We're going to use our claw grip and we're going to cut a nice chunk, so nice and wide. So let's do another one of those. There we go. Now then what we can do with that is we can get our toothpick and push that into the middle, because that's going to allow our trees to stand up. So we can put those to one side for a minute, and then we're going to use our cucumber. So this is where we're going to use our potato peeler, and it's going to allow us to create some cucumber ribbons to make our tree. So we want to get rid of that first one, and then we're going to make some nice wider ones here. So I'm going to use 2 ribbons for each of my trees. So just move that to one side. So the way that we do it is by folding it over. So when we fold it, we're just going to bend it. We're not going to press down on it. So if I get my base, I can push one end in, and then I can fold it over, and then fold it over again, and then fold it over again. Now trees get smaller as they get to the top, don't they? So we're going to try and recreate that with our tree here. So your folds get smaller and closer together as you move up your tree. And then I'm just going to put that on there. So what you'll see is your tree like that, which is pretty cool. So let's do another one. Okay, so take one end, push it down onto your toothpick, and then just bend it over, push it down where you want it to be, push it down again, and then take your second piece. I'm going to take your second piece and then just push it on there, and then finish it off where you started. So I'm going to start getting smaller now on this tree, just like this. There we go, and I maybe just get one fold on the end there. There we go, and there's that tree there. So we've now got 2 trees, and now we just need our star for the top. So we're going to take our cheese, we're going to just chop a bit off the end. We want it to be quite thin. We don't need that to be very thick because we need our cutter to go through it. And then you're just going to press down, make your star, and then just press it out very gently. You don't want to break it. And then I'll just make another one for my other tree. There we go. Just press that out. Now this one has broken, unfortunately. So what I'm going to do with this one is I am going to create something out of those. So then all we do is we just push the star on the top of the tree. And then this one, I'm going to make a little crown, I think. So I'm going to push that on like that. So then you can see the trees there. And that's it. That's all there is to it. So now we've got our frozen snowmen and our festive trees. Brilliant for a perfect tooth-friendly snack. Thank you for cooking with me again today. Hope you've enjoyed the activities. Maybe you can check out our campfire cooking for some more healthy snacks for your teeth, such as popcorn, which is a really good alternative to things like crisps and sweets and chocolate. Look forward to cooking with you again soon.